Also, that some of y'all like to just go in and start doing the fade no matter how ugly or rough it looks on top. What I do recommend is that y'all separate at least the sides from the top so that y'all can attack the sides a lot more cleanly, not cut any hair that's not supposed to be cut, especially for longer lengths on top. I know some of y'all probably just start combing right here, but what I recommend is that you comb from all the way up top. And then if you have to, if the top has longer length, what you could do is split it from the crown to right here to this recession area, and you can comb this away. And if you have to add a clip, you can do that. His hair is not that long, so I don't necessarily need to, but right here I'm able to attack just the sides while still ensuring that I'm not cutting anything off the top. And it doesn't have to be too perfect right now. It's just kind of like a quick rough draft, just so you can kind of get an idea of where the taper will be sitting. All right, right here is where you'll decide the height of your taper. You could do it as low as starting from under where the ear attaches right here to the top of the ear. So usually if you want it really low, you can start down here. I like to keep mine, or start mine, probably around right here, right where the top of the ear is right here. Next, I'm gonna open the lever on the clipper and I'm gonna come up about a ½ inch from that line. And if you need it to debulk, then I recommend that you use the 1.5 guard, lever fully open, to get rid of a lot of weight. If your client has a lot of or excess hair, comb everything down, clean it up with the 1.5, just to make way so that you can better see your border guidelines. But I'm gonna go over my guideline a few times just to make sure it's as clean as possible and I can still visibly see the previous guideline. Now I'm gonna grab the 1 guard, lever still fully open, come up about another ½ inch. Just be soft with it and start almost moving the clipper as if it's creating a ramp, because we want to preserve longer length on top. Again, go over it a few times so you can still visibly see the previous guideline that we set. Next, I'm gonna grab the 1.5 guard, lever still fully open. And here I'm not so much thinking about creating another guideline, but I'm trying to start connecting this length to this length up here. But I'm only gonna move up about a ½ inch to a ½ inch higher. Just softly, still keeping in mind that I'm trying to create a ramp. And then we'll do the exact same thing with the 2 guard, lever open, to try to connect the rest of this right here. Right here, you can even exaggerate the ramp out motion. So you'll start with the clipper attached to the head, and then as you reach that top, you start flaring out. You could even go slow if you want, and just come up off the head to really blend the rest of that bulk to that top. Now from here, if you still need to, you can use the 3 guard, lever open, and continue the process, just coming up about another ½ inch. Or if you're comfortable with clipper over comb, you can also do that as well. Just make sure that you're still creating that ramp out motion so that we don't take off too much hair than what we need to. The bottom or the back brace of the comb should be pointing at the bald side of the taper fade, and the top teeth should be connecting with the top length. It shouldn't be flat on the scalp. Now by then, we should have these 2 guidelines. I'm gonna start blending out that top one. I'm gonna throw on that half clip, lever at 3/4, and then just softly going over it, using more so my right side of my clipper And it's almost like as if I'm using a massage motion on that line until it gradually just blends out. Just make sure you're actually tilting the clipper forward so it does some cutting. I know some people like to lay it flat and it lifts up the cutting blades from the scalp and you're not doing as much cutting that it should be doing. So angle it inwards, use more so the right side to really get in there. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the one guard. I'm gonna still leave that lever in that 3/4 spot and finish connecting whatever that half guard didn't take out. Just coming up a little bit higher. Exact same motions, just going over that line, trying to soften it up as much as possible. Then open it halfway. Now open it 3/4, come up a little bit higher. Every time I open the lever, I just come up a little bit higher, trying to create that ramp effect from bald to the longer length up top. And then open it fully to finish connecting anything else that we need to connect. Next, we could proceed with taking out the rest of the bottom. You could come back with the trimmer, just using the corners, and this is where you'll visually just take out any imperfections that you feel need to be blended out. And you could start doing your touch-up work at this point, but I recommend you finish the whole haircut by lining them up and styling it, and then coming back and doing your touch-up work at the end, because that's when you'll really see all the imperfections in the haircut. I hope some of y'all take some tips from this and go ahead and let us know in the community any of these tips work.